Hello and welcome. You're watching BW CFO World's weekly update, where we bring you some of the important news and business updates from the week gone by that might interest CFOs in India. This week we'll be talking about the quick commerce boom, the rise of digital payments, retail inflation in India, and an EV sales surge. Digital payments during the pandemic time were not just convenient, but they were also necessary to maintain a contactless economy. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that digital payments for the year ending March 31st, 2021 were up by 30% according to RBI's Digital Payments Index. Now, the Digital Payment Index was developed in the year 2018 to keep track of the extent of digitization of payments in the country. This index takes into account parameters like payment enablers, payment performance, consumer centricity, and payment infrastructure for both the demand and supply needs. Talking about trends that are catching up, a quick commerce boom is well on the horizon and is expected to grow 10 to 15 times in the next 5 years to a $5 billion industry, according to Redseer's predictions. Now, Redseer, the consulting firm, says that 50% of this market will come from metro cities and Tier 1 cities. But what is a quick commerce boom? Quick commerce is the delivery of consumerables within a span of 45 minutes for a nominal delivery charge. What is leading this behavior? The pandemic-induced online ordering habit and the rise of convenience-seeking consumers who'd rather order online and are more prone to unplanned ordering spurts. Gen Z's affinity to digital payments is also something that is propelling this movement. What we need to watch out for, however, is what impact this will have on retail outfits, particularly the smaller players who are not just affected by the pandemic, but will also be affected by the post-pandemic consumer behavior change. Electric vehicle sales is also on the uptick. This plays very neatly into the government's sustainable energy targets, the wish to be self-reliant in terms of battery manufacturing, and the clean energy shift that we're looking for in the automobile industry. The compound annual growth rate is expected to be at 36% for the next 5 years, leading to a figure of 50,000 crores for EV sales. The government's FAME scheme, regulations in terms of emissions, incentives and subsidies for those who buy EVs and manufacture EVs all play into the increased EV sales. A recent EY survey also said 90% of consumers are willing to pay a premium to get electric vehicles. The rise in fuel prices and the slow but steady increase in consumer sensibilities towards the environment are also important factors that we must not forget. According to Labour Ministry's data, in the month of July, we recorded 5.57% of retail inflation for industrial workers. Last month, it was 5.24%, and in the corresponding period last year when the pandemic set in, it was 5.06%. All of these numbers play according to Chief Economic Advisor KV Subramanian's predictions that retail inflations will be over 5% for a few months, but will remain well under 6% for the month of July. That's all we have for you this week. Thank you for tuning in. Do subscribe to BW CFO World for more news and business updates. This is Janani Janardhanan signing off.